Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little demo on how to do the mindfulness meditation. I'll actually walk you through it. This video will be about 10 minutes long, so it will be a good a good video to keep coming back to help you just practice it. If you need to, you just always come back to the video, listen to this, watch me go through it. I'm going to start off here a little bit by talking a little bit about how to get started and what mindfulness meditation is all about. I have a whole other video on the topic, so I'm not going to get into too much detail, but mainly I just kind of want you to get in a mindset of thinking about what you're doing and why you're doing it. And so with mindfulness meditation, the first thing I want to say is sit with purpose. You can't see my feet, but I have both feet flat on the ground. I'm kind of sitting back in a chair where I can kind of relax a little bit. I have my head over my shoulders over my hips. So it's a sort of fairly upright position. And with my hands, I just like to keep my hands like in my lap or up here. Mainly just while I'm kind of sitting in a place where you can kind of just make sure your shoulders are relaxed. I don't think posture is like 100% important in the sense that you have to sit a certain way or it just doesn't work. You'll get this sometimes like in yoga classes or something. You have to sit in a half lotus position or something. The reality is I think as long as you are sitting with purpose, is like I like to say, then that's good enough. You can lie down and do it. Problem is you'll probably fall asleep unless that's what you want to do, which this is a great technique to help you fall asleep. So if you are having trouble falling asleep, watch this video, except instead of sitting, you'll just lie down in bed, kind of get comfy, and then just sort of focus on your breathing until you actually fall asleep. For the purposes of this video, it's going to be like a 10-minute sitting meditation, and sitting however much you like. Some people do like to sit cross-legged on the floor, or sit in the, I think it's called zazen position. It's a Japanese word for way of sitting. But for now, we'll just sit in a chair, because that's pretty much how I do it and how I teach my clients to do it. So I like to start by taking 3 long, deep breaths. And they look something like this. So there's a few things going on. One was, first I inflate with the belly. So it's kind of up to the chest, up to like almost all the way up to where it feels like the breath is like right here at the back of my throat. And then I hold that, and then I let it out nice and slow. What I like to tell my clients is to inhale for a count of 4. So nice, long, slow inhale. Hold for a count of 2. So you're really letting that oxygen get through your bloodstream. And then exhale for a count of 4 as well. Hold that for 2. And then inhale again. This nice, long, slow, deep breaths. You're always pulling in from the belly so the oxygen gets as deep into the lungs as you can get it. And anytime you take a long, slow, deep breath like that, you cannot help but relax. You get physiology working for you. You get oxygen in your bloodstream so your heart rate goes down. Your arteries open up so your blood pressure goes down. You get the CO2 out of your muscles so your muscles can relax. You get oxygen in your brain so your brain can work right. So anytime you feel like you're anxious, angry, depressed, whatever you're feeling like your emotions are just kind of getting away from you, take a long, slow, deep breath like this, and then just sort of let it out again. That at least gets physiology working for you. It may not solve your problems, but at least it will help kind of get you a better grip on those emotions when they come up. We tend to hold our breath throughout most of the day. Partly, a little bit of that is just sort of being awake and being alert and that sort of thing. We tend to breathe a little shorter, a little shallower. But anytime we're very stressed, anytime we're very anxious, anytime we've got a lot going on in our head, we tend to kind of just hold our breath a little bit. We breathe very short, shallow breaths. And that sends the signal to our brain that there is something wrong, because that is how we breathe when, we hear rustling in the bushes and we think it's a tiger going to attack us. It's the same sort of like, And if you walk around like that all day, you just stay stressed. And so by taking a few long, deep breaths like this every day. Another breathing technique that I really like is called the Wim Hof method. Now you can look that up. It's not really anything to do with mindfulness meditation, but it's another way to help using your breathing to control your emotions instead of your emotions controlling your breathing. Because you can consciously control your breathing, can't consciously change your emotions. So anyway, so let's walk through the 3 deep breaths together, and then I will walk you through the rest of this. And now close your eyes. Begin to breathe normally. Let your arms and legs relax. Feel gravity pulling you down. Imagine a line coming down from your body, through the floor, straight to the center of the earth, rooting you to this one spot. Checking your fingers and toes for tension and letting it go. Checking your hands and feet for tension and letting it go. Checking your arms and legs for tension and letting it go. Checking your shoulders for tension and letting it go. Checking your chest for tension and letting it go. Checking your neck for tension and letting it go. Checking your jaw for tension and letting it go. Checking your face for tension and letting it go. Checking your scalp for tension and letting it go. Notice your breathing. Notice how easy your breath comes and goes. And now find some aspect of your breathing. Maybe it's the air moving through your nostrils, or the air moving over your face, or the rise and fall of your chest. Whatever you want to notice is fine. Just find some aspect of your breathing and focus all your attention on that. And while you're focused on your breathing, you'll notice your mind begins to wander, because that's what the mind does. Maybe you're thinking about something from the past, or worried about something in the future, or just wondering what I have to eat later. Doesn't matter, they're all just thoughts. And if you notice that you're thinking, just gently remind yourself that you're thinking and go back to your breathing. And while you're focused on your breathing, you'll notice your mind becomes distracted, because that's what the mind does. Maybe you're noticing a sound inside the room, or a sound outside the room, or some sensation in your body. Doesn't matter, they're all just distractions. Whenever you notice that you're being distracted, just gently remind yourself that you're thinking and go back to your breathing. Now let's end the meditation the same way we began, by taking 3 long, deep breaths. Except this time imagine all the anxiety and depression and anger breathed out of you like black pollution. Whenever you're ready, just open your eyes and go about your day. Have a good day.